All right, so welcome, my friends. I'm really glad that you're here. So, the first thing that I want you to take is a deep breath, relax your shoulder, and sit back for the next 1 hour or maybe a little bit longer because this video is going to be relatively longer than most of my content. This is going to be a dopamine less, so it will be like totally unedited stuff. It would just have the basic slides in the background, and I'll be speaking and explaining the stuff of how this entire process of manifestation works. So, for an entire hour, you have to just focus on one thing, that is you. So, you see, manifestation. This isn't some distinct dream that only a lucky few can reach. It's not something that only a few selected people have access to. It's not about waiting for things to fall into your lap or hoping the universe will deliver just because you asked. No, manifestation is a powerful tool. You already have access to it. You don't necessarily need to go and buy some sort of stuff in order to get like the manifestation techniques or something like that. You already have access to it. It's the ability to shape your reality with your intention, beliefs, and action. And today, we are going to learn how to unlock that power for you. But first, let me ask you something before we go any further. Have you ever felt like you are on the edge of greatness, but something holds you back? Maybe like doubt, fear, or maybe the feeling that it's too hard. I get it. I've been there. I've worked with hundreds of guys just like that. I've have conversation with thousands of people just like you. I've been into rooms with entrepreneurs, athletes, every individual, all of them with a desire for something greater. I just sat there like a chicken, but I listened all of those people, and there is really interesting that a lot of things you can learn just by listening to it. And you know what? The truth is, we have all have the same tool to access the life that we dream of. And this is what I have learned from all of these entrepreneurs, athletes, and every single individual I have met in my life. It's not luck, it's the manifestation. It's what you ask for. Like a long time back, I was just exactly like you, stuck in the cycle of frustration, wondering why success and happiness seemed to elude me. I read books, attended seminars, and tried all sorts of methods, but nothing clicked until the day I realized something. The missing piece in my process wasn't the knowledge, it wasn't the technique, it was the belief. It was the understanding that what I want and who I want to become is already within me. I just was looking at everywhere except inside. And once I embraced that, everything started shifting. The process of manifestation isn't some magical formula, it's a science, it's a mindset. And I'm going to guide you through it today. There are multiple books on it. If you don't believe in manifestation, just go and read maybe Think and Grow Rich or The Science of Getting Rich and The Power of Your Subconscious Mind, The Secrets. There are a bunch of like hundreds of thousands of books based on purely this particular topic. If you want to go deeper into that, then you can read that. But I'll give you all of the practical stuffs right up here. Without reading the books, you will waste, like, not waste particularly, you will at least invest and spend your time. But it will take you 3 to 4 months. If you are just an beginner reader, it will take you 3 to 4 months to complete all of those books. But all of those books I have read, and I have created a filtered course which will give you basically all of the stuff, plus additionally the actionable steps that I have created from learning from the entrepreneurs and athletes I've met. So this particular hour of this entire tutorial is just stacked up all the knowledge from all of those books and also the knowledge and experiences of athletes and entrepreneurs I've met and attended seminars, all of it, all at once. So this is not another how to video where I'm going to just like tell you like how to do this, that, those kinds of things. This is your journey. We are going to get deeply personal on this entire journey. We are going to look at your life, your dreams, your struggle, and together we are going to craft a vision of the life that you want to create, because you're capable of far more than you know. And I'm here to help you just see that clearly, because manifestation is all about that. Just understanding that you are more than who you are. And just because you are that. So take a moment right now and ask yourself, what's the one thing I want to manifest in my life? Is it success, peace, health, or wealth, or something more? What do I want actually in my life? What do I actually truly desire deep in my heart? Keep that vision in your mind, because over the next hour, we'll explore exactly what to bring that into reality, how you can possibly bring your vision into reality, how you can possibly manifest the kind of life that you want into the reality. And I promise you this, you'll walk away from this video not just with the some sort of like a random knowledge, but exact step by step approach, actionable steps, powerful insights, and a deep belief that manifestation works. So let's get started with the actual stuff. I hope you're ready for it. Chapter 1, Foundation of Manifestation. So, before we dive deeper into the concept of manifestation in your journey to manifestation, let's build a foundation first, because a strong building needs a strong foundation. So, a solid understanding of the forces at play. So, when you manifest anything in your life, you have to have a solid understanding about it, right? So this isn't about just wishing or dreaming. You have to understand this. This isn't like you sit there and you wish that you would become a millionaire by next year. You wish that you would have 10,000 subscribers, or maybe 50,000 subscribers, or $100,000 in your bank account right now. It's about understanding your intricate connection between your mind and emotion, and also the world around you. So let's start with the big one, the law of attraction. The simplest way to understand this is like attracts like. So, whatever thought and emotion you constantly hold on in your mind, like a magnet, pulls similar energy into your life. So, say for example, you think about the negative stuff all of the time. You petty people, like you just look at that guy's wealth and you are jealous of him. You don't like that guy. So, you are attracting more that kind of energy. So, you are attracting more and more opportunity to be jealous. So, now you will see more people who are doing better than you. So, that is where you go down to the hole of misery. You have to attract. In order to attract, you have to become that kind of person. So, you have to become the magnet that attracts the similar energy into yourself, into your life, right? So, in order to become wealthy, the first thing is you have to understand that you are the magnet and you are going to pull the similar energy into your life. So let me ask you an interesting question, that have you ever noticed that when you're feeling positive and grateful about the things that you have, good things seems to just flow in your life. Opportunities, connections, even little moments of joy seems to appear effortlessly. They just appear, pop up from nowhere. But when you are stuck in the cycle of doubt or negativity, it feels like everything is falling apart. Everything. Like all problems at once. That's how it feels. That's the law of attraction at work. It's not magic, it's the process of alignment. So your thoughts create your feelings, and your feelings influence your action, and your actions shape your reality. So if you're constantly thinking, I'll never have enough money, you're subconsciously programming your mind to make the decisions that confirms that belief. So now your mind is going to make decisions. So okay, you are not good enough, you don't have enough money, so we'll make sure that you will never ever have enough money. That is how the subconscious mind will program itself. So to be on the safe side, just say that I have an adequate amount of money, or I have an abundance of money, things like that. So if you shift your thoughts to I am open to abundance and opportunity, you will begin to see the possibilities once you overlooked. It's not going to happen very quick. It's not going to happen right now. It's not going to happen the next week, not next month. Maybe it will take 6 months, 3 months, a year, maybe 2 years, but it's going to happen, because that's how the law of attraction works. So now, a lot of people will think that okay, this is some wishy-washy, some fairy tale stuff, but no, there is a science behind it. So let's understand the science behind manifestation. So this isn't just philosophy. This isn't just some theoretical random bullshit. There is a scientific basis of how this actually works. It starts with your brain, specifically something called the reticular activating system, which is also called as the RAS. Think of your RAS as a filter. It processes the millions of pieces of information coming at you every single second decides what's important for you to notice. So here's the catch. Your RASes focus, your RAS, not RASes, your RAS focuses on what you tell it to. So basically, you tell your RAS to focus on this particular thing, it will focus on that particular thing. If you tell it to focus on this, it will focus on that. So if you tell your RAS to focus on money, if you tell your RAS to focus on negativity, you'll start to focus more on negativity. You'll start to attract negativity just because you're focusing on it and you're thinking more and more about negativity, and your actions will be aligned to it, and all the bad things will start to happen. That's how it basically works, right? So if you constantly think about how your life is unfair and how nothing ever works out, your brain will filter the world to confirm that belief. But when you train your RAS to focus on success, gratitude, abundance, it starts highlighting opportunities, solutions, and positive experiences that align with those thoughts. And then there's the quantum connection, the most interesting part of this stuff, the most interesting and most fantastic version of manifestation, the quantum connection. On a molecular level, everything in the universe is an energy, as we all know. Like the Einstein said that on some level, every single thing is energy. So your thoughts, your feelings, they are all vibrations. So when you align your inner energy with what you desire, you're essentially tune in to that frequency, just like in radio. It's not woo-hoo, it's physics. The energy you emit influence the energy you attract. And when both the energy have the same frequency, boom, you have just manifested what you've asked for. So how do you actually do that? It sounds really interesting that you create an energy and then you attract the universe energy, and then both tune in just like in radio, and then you get everything that you wanted. So how do you do that? What is the actionable step to it? So once you understand the framework, now you have to understand how do you practically apply this. So the first thing you have to do is daily affirmation practices. Affirmations are positive statements that rewires your mind for success and abundance. Every morning, just take 5 minutes and speak these things loud, or maybe write them down. Say something like, I'm worthy of success and happiness. Abundance flows to me effortlessly. At first, it might feel a little bit awkward, but repetition is the key. Constant repetition builds conviction. Over time, these statements will become beliefs, and those beliefs shape your actions and reality. Might be in the beginnings, in the maybe like 10 or 20 days, you'll feel like you're lying to yourself. Maybe you'll feel like a little bit weird if you wake up and say that I want $1 million by maybe 2 years. I want to become one of the most competent software programmer in my entire town. Maybe it would feel like a lie, but if you constantly repeat it with conviction, write it down, then you'll start to believe in those things, right? Constant repetition builds conviction. You have to remember this. Then the second thing is visualizing your goals clearly. Visualization is a mental rehearsal for success. Sit quietly, close your eyes, and imagine your goals as it's already achieved. Like, live in the abundance. Think about that in a situation that you have already achieved all of your goals. You have already achieved the massive success that you are dreaming for. See it, feel it, live in that moment. For example, if you're manifesting a dream home, imagine walking through it, touching the wall, hearing the sounds of your family and friends there. The clearer the image, the stronger the signal you send from your mind to the universe. And if the connection is perfect, you'll manifest it. So take 5 to 10 minutes every single day to visualize. Combine it with the affirmations, and you've got a powerful, perfect and powerful manifestation ritual. So here's the thing. This isn't just theory. Start small, test it, write down your affirmations today, right here, right now. Just pause the video and write down your affirmations right now. Visualize a small goal and see how your focus and energy shifts towards it. So you have to understand that manifestation isn't about if it works, it's about how much you believe and commit to making it work. So, are you ready for the first step? Good, because the real magic happens when you combine these foundation with what's coming next. So, now that we have laid out the foundation, it's time to dive deep into one of the most critical parts of manifestation, identifying what you truly want. I want you to pause for a moment and ask yourself, what do I even want? Sounds simple, doesn't it? But here's the truth, most people never take the time to answer the question with clarity. They might say, I want to be happy or I want to be successful, but those are really vague, right? I want to be successful. What is that? The universe and your mind work best when you are really, really specific about what exactly do you want. It's not like I want to be happy, but how much happy? Like, what exactly is the definition of happy to you? What is the definition of success to you? Is it money? Is it a sense of peace? What is it? You have to be really specific. If you are not specific, if you are not clear about the things that you want, how can the universe be clear about it? And if both are confused, the radio waves, uh-uh, they're not gonna match. So let's understand the clarity of desire. Think of it like a GPS. Think of your desires like a GPS. If you type in happiness or success as your destination, the GPS doesn't know where to take you, right? Because it will just think, okay, happiness, is that even a place? But if you type in, I want to start thriving online business that earns $10,000 a month by the end of next year, suddenly the path becomes a lot more clearer, right? You want an online business that makes $10,000 a year, $10,000 a month by the end of next year. Okay, so you understand now the basic concept. You understand that, okay, you have to be working on this particular thing, that particular thing. You are really clear now. So here's the first rule of clarity: be detailed. Ask yourself, what does my ideal life looks like? What do I want to feel when I wake up in the morning? What kind of relationships do I want to have? And the fourth and most important is, what goals excite me the most? But let me warn you first. As you start your desires, you might notice doubts creeping in, thoughts like, can I even achieve this? Do I even deserve this? That's normal. Push past it. The clearer you are, the stronger your ability to manifest becomes. So, now let's talk about the next layer: aligning your desire with your true self. So, sometimes, not all of the time, but most of the time, we chase goals that aren't particularly ours. Maybe society tells us that success looks like a fancy car, a big house. So you set your sight on that. That okay, success means you need a Bentley, you need a Bugatti, you need a BMW, you need a Porsche, you need a big house, a mansion. But deep down, your heart might look for freedom, creativity, or connections instead. I'm not saying that the Bugatti, the big house mansion, is a bad thing, but what if your definition to success is different? You have to just identify. If your definition to success deep down is a Bugatti and a mansion, that's fantastic. Even mine is that. But I'm just telling you to identify what is the definition of success means to you. Is it freedom or is it the fancy car? Is it the creativity or a big house? What exactly is this? They can be all of it. You have to sit down and identify. And here's how you can tell the difference. Ask yourself why you want something. If your reason lights up, fills you with excitement, and reasons align with your values, it's a true desire. And if your reasons feel hollow, like try to impress others or meet external expectations, it's not might your path. It's not your path. So the secret of manifestation is authenticity. You have to be really authentic to your own self. That why do you want this particular goal? Why do you want to make $10,000 a month? What difference does that make in your life? So when you align your goals with your true self, the journey feels natural, even enjoying, a lot more joyful. You are no longer fighting against the current, you're flowing with it. So now let's put all of these stuff into action. So, identifying, aligning your desire. How do you do that? So, the first actionable step is journaling exercise on desires. Grab a journal and put on a timer of maybe 15 minutes and write down the following questions and answer them. Really honest. Be honest to yourself. You don't have to show it to anyone. So, be honest to yourself. So, the first question is, if there were no limits, what would I want my life to look like? I'm repeating the question. If there were no limits, what would I want my life to look like? So basically, if there were no limits, no limits to my imagination or anything whatsoever, then what would my desired life would look like? My dream life would look like? Would I buy a Bugatti, Bentley, a mansion? What I want? What are my true desires, core desires to have, to possess? And why do I want this now? The next question is, why do I want this? How will this make me feel? Is it going to make me feel happy, fulfilled, proud? What feeling is associated with this? And why do I even want this in the first place? Then the third question is, does this goal align with who I truly am? So be as detailed as possible. Don't hold back or judge your answers. That is your true self. You don't have to show it to anyone. And when you are writing for your own self, don't judge yourself. Yeah. Just don't judge yourself. So this is your space to dream without limits. And the second thing is create a vision board. The next actionable step is create a vision board. This is where your clarity comes to life. Gather images, words, or symbol that represents your desire. If you want a dream house, find the pictures of it. Maybe go on to Google and type in like luxury house or something like that, and you can find a bunch of different pictures. Collect them all, and just in your imaginations or in just a PDF or something, create a house like different bedrooms and everything, and just imagine how would that feel like. If you want financial freedom, include images of abundance. Arrange them on a board or create a digital canvas if you want to, where you can see it daily, every single day. This isn't just a craft project, it's a tool for focus. So every time you look at your vision board, you are reminding your mind and universe of where you are headed. And here's the magic of this step. Once you are clear on what you want and why you want it, everything else aligns with it. The clarity is the foundation of action, and action is the bridge to manifestation. So take your time with the process. Dream boldly, write honestly, and create vividly. This is your moment to decide what you truly want to have in life. I promise you, the clearer your vision, the closer you are to bringing it into your life. So now that you've identified what you truly want, it's time to address a crucial piece of manifestation, which is belief. Belief is the fuel that powers the entire process. Without it, even the clearest vision won't take you anywhere. But here's the challenge: belief isn't always easy. Doubts, fears, limiting beliefs can creep in, holding you back before you even begin. So, let me tell you something really interesting. Doubts are normal. Every person who has achieved greatness in his life have faced it. But doubts become a problem when you let it take over. Say, for example, you sit down and you try to maybe pop off on YouTube. Maybe similar to what I'm doing. I have zero views on most of my videos. But still, I have a belief that I'm gonna make it in maybe 10 months, 11 months, 2 years, 3 years, 4 hours, whatever that happens to be. But I'll make it. I have a belief on that. And I certainly have doubts on a lot of days. Not even some days, a lot of the time, I have doubts. So here's how the doubt basically works. It's like a whisper in your mind saying, what if I fail? And I'm not good enough to have this kind of thing. And all of these doubts are basically just around you. And these comes from basically the experience of what others have told you, and even from the fear of stepping out of your comfort zone. So the first thing, what others have told you. So basically, other people will judge you on the basis of what they are capable of. Say, for example, you say that I'm gonna hit 100 push-ups in a single set. I'm gonna drop down and do 100 push-ups. Without completing 100, I'm not gonna stop. So most people will say it's impossible because they cannot do it. So you see, this is how it comes. They tell you what they think they are capable of. They judge you on the basis of their capabilities. So don't listen to naysayers. Don't listen to anyone when you're struggling. Don't listen to anyone. Take advices, but do as you think is the best possible way to accomplish something. Right? And the step two is basically let's set coming out of your comfort zone. You don't make any growth in your comfort zone. You have to go to the edge in order to make any sort of progress in your life. You have to understand that you are not your doubts. Your mind has somehow convinced itself that you cannot change because it is afraid of change. They are not facts. They are definitely not the future. These doubts, these insecurities, these I'm not good enough attitude, they are not a future. The moment you recognize this, you take the first step towards reclaiming your power. And now let's shift our focus to what truly matters, building self worth and confidence. Because without this, you will never ever have a belief. So you have to build a self worth and confidence. So, understanding like this, if doubt is a wall, self worth is a wrecking ball that breaks through. So, in believing in yourself isn't about pretending to be fearless. It's not about pretending to be a very productive person. It's about deep down knowing that you are capable, deserving, and just enough as who you are. But how do you build that belief? It's not like you sleep for 7 hours a day. No, not 7 hours, 12 hours a day, and then you call yourself the most productive man at the table, the most hardworking man ever on the planet. It does not work that way because deep down you know that you are not even capable of productivity. You are not even deserving to call yourself a productive person. So, how do you build that belief? The first thing is rewriting your inner narrative. Pay attention to the stories you tell yourself. If you catch yourself saying, I'm not good enough, replace it with, I am worthy of success and happiness. Just replace all of the negative stuff with positive stuff. And the more you do it, the better you'll rewrite your subconscious mind. Step number two is celebrating the small wins because your conscious mind have to believe in the things. Your conscious mind have to know before your subconscious starts to believe in it. You have to just start working. If you take no actions and then you say that I'm gonna be rich, I want to be rich, I want to be like a very prosperous person, then your subconscious will be contradicted by your conscious because your conscious mind knows that you don't do any kind of work, and then your conscious mind will tell your subconscious that okay, he does not do any kind of work, maybe uh, this is not how it works. So you have to take the small actions, and confidence grows when you acknowledge your small progress, no matter how small. If your conscious mind knows that you are doing something, it will just send some signals to the subconscious mind, and it's weird to explain, but you need to understand you have to act as if you already have it. So the key realization up here is belief isn't about thinking something, it's about feeling it. Manifestation works when your emotions align with your desire. When you feel confident and deserving, you send a powerful signal to the universe. So now we have already talked about all of the theoretical stuff. Like you need building beliefs, you need confidence, but how do you do that? What is the actionable step to it? Like what is the step-by-step process of building beliefs? So first is affirmations for confidence. Affirmations are more than just words. They are declarations of who you want to become. So start your day with these kinds of affirmations like I'm confident, capable, and worthy of everything I desire. I believe in myself and my ability to create my dream life. I release all doubts and embrace my limitless potential. Speak them out loud with conviction if they are already true. Live as if you are what you truly want to become. Your subconscious listens, and over time, it rewires your belief. If you can see it here and you have the courage enough to speak it, it will happen. That's what Conor McGregor said. Second thing is meditation to overcome limiting beliefs. Find a quiet place where you won't be disturbed by anyone. Close your eyes and take a deep breath. As exhale, imagine releasing all the doubts and fears holding you back. And now visualize your future self. Now visualize the version of you who already have achieved everything you desire: the car, the house, the woman, the money, all of that. How do they walk, talk, and feel? Picture them clearly and say to yourself, this is me. I'm becoming this version of myself day by day. And repeat this meditation daily, every single day. It's the way of training your mind to let go of limiting beliefs and embrace your true potential. Belief isn't just a step in manifestation, it's a bridge between where you are and where you want to be. Doubts may knock to the door, and they will, definitely, but you don't have to let them in. Just do this continuously, because constant repetition builds conviction, and when you have the conviction, doubts will go away anyways. So start small, practice your affirmations every single day, meditate on your potential, and with every day, you'll notice something incredible. You'll not only believe in the process, but you'll believe in yourself. So, because the truth is, you are already enough. You have always been enough, and it's time to claim your life that you are worthy of. So, let's move forward to the next one. So, we had already talked about the basic stuff: belief, confidence, and clarity. But here's the truth: no amount of visualization, affirmations will work without any sort of actions. So, you have to understand that manifestation isn't about sitting back and just waiting for miracles to happen. You won't just sit there and say that I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna become a millionaire and you will become a millionaire. That's not how it works. You cannot sit for miracles to happen. It's all about aligning your energy with your efforts and taking inspired actions. Say, for example, you want to become a millionaire, but that's too vague. As we have already talked about, you have to be specific that you want to become a millionaire by doing this particular thing, by doing this particular business, or by generating income from this particular source. So, if you want to generate income from drop shipping, then maybe you should start drop shipping. You have to align your energy with your efforts and take inspired action that are aligned with your goals. So let's start with an important discussion: action versus passive waiting. So many people, like I would say most of people, have misunderstood manifestation. They think that it's just wish hard enough and visualize vividly enough. Their desires will magically appear from the sky. They will just sit there and visualize maybe 6 hours a day that they have a Bugatti and it will just fall from the sky. No, that's not how it works. Universe isn't a genie, it's a partner. And like any partnership, it requires your active participation. It will help you, but it won't certainly give you what you want. It will certainly call that thing. It will certainly gives you the energy that you need in order to get that particular thing. It's hard to explain this. It's really hard to explain this. Think of manifestation as planting a seed. Your thought and feelings are the sunlight and watering, nurturing the seed. Basically, your thoughts and feelings are the sunlight and watering, which is basically nurturing the seed. But you also have to tend the soil, pull the weed, and take care of the plant as it grows. That's the role of action, right? The seed, water, sunlight, all of the things are taken care by the manifestation. But you have to tend the soil, pull the weed, and take care of the plant as it grows. That is basically your action. So here's the key: the action you take don't have to be grand or maybe perfect or something like that. You just need to move you yourself closer to your goal. Say for example, I want to become a dropshipping millionaire, or maybe content creation millionaire or something like that. Then I have to at least sit down and record videos. I have to at least sit down and write the scripts that are going to be like perfect for me to pop off on YouTube, for me to maybe algorithm to support me and pop me off on YouTube or maybe go viral or something like that. Even small steps send a powerful message to the universe that you are ready and committed to the goal, so that the universe will give you the things that you want. But actions does not mean hustling endlessly or forcing things to happen. That's where the concept of inspired action comes in. Some people just take the work as like some sort of nonsense stuff. They just hustle endlessly and force things to happen. No, you have to take the inspired action. So how do you do that? How do you recognize the inspired actions? So you have to understand that inspired actions are kind of a little bit different from busy work. It feels natural, they're exciting and even effortless. It's that nudge to call someone, explore a new idea, or take a leap of faith. It often comes as quite a whisper, an intuitive feeling that says this is the next step. You just feel inspired to do that. But how do you recognize these kind of moments, and how do you trust them? So basically, the first thing, you have to listen to your inner voice. Pay attention to the ideas that lights up, that basically just makes you smile for no reason. You just sit there and you think about the idea, and this just basically lights you up. If something feels aligned with your goal and brings a sense of excitement, it's worth pursuing. This is the thing that has been sent by the universe to you, to basically help you to reach the point that you want to go, because that is where the universe has placed your Bugatti, and that is waiting for you. But in order to reach to that Bugatti, the universe have given you the idea that you have to work on this particular thing, and now you have to take the actions. And the step two is be open to opportunities. Sometimes inspired actions don't look the way you expect. So you have to stay open to unexpected possibilities. They might be leading to exactly where you need to go. So you have to be open to all of the opportunities that comes your way. The third thing is act quickly. When inspiration strikes, don't overthink it. The longer you wait, the more likely fear or doubt will creep in. And then, if the fear and doubt will creep in, that's not how the manifestation works. You don't have to have any sort of fears or doubt inside of yourself. Trust your intuitions. It's in your inner compass, guiding you towards what you're manifesting to. So, manifestation is a co creation. The universe meets you halfway. But you have to take the first step. And now I'm going to show you exactly how to make an action a daily habit. So, actionable step number one, set daily goals towards your manifestation. Every morning, ask yourself, what's one small action that I can take today that will help me move closer to my goal? The next question that you're gonna ask is, how can I align my energy and efforts with what I am manifesting? Write down your answers. For example, if you're manifesting financial freedom, your daily actions might be researching a side hustle, networking, learning a new skill, coding, or whatever that happens to be. So you have to be really specific with the things that you want to do. You cannot just sit there and say that, okay, I'm going to like research a side hustle. No, I'm going to do, okay, basically you are going to do like the side hustle research, and then you're going to find out a particular side hustle, maybe for example drop shipping, content creation, e-commerce, or design some sort of like website or something, or maybe sell some sort of products on that, networking, or maybe learning a new skill. Coding is popping off these days. Maybe you can do a lot of things. There are significant of things, hundreds of thousands of things that you can possibly do. So just be more and more specific with the things that you can do, and just take raw actions every single day. Every single day, ask yourself these questions. Then the actionable step number two is break large goals into small tasks. Big goals can really feel overwhelming. So when you break them down into smaller steps, they become manageable. For example, your goal is to start a successful business. So the steps will be: day one, I'll research the niche market. Day two, I'll create a simple website. The day three, I'll maybe uh, think about the product, or maybe consider the product. After a week one, or maybe after the week two, I'll launch my first product or service that I'm considering for my business. So by taking these small steps, consistent actions, you'll build momentum, and the momentum creates the result. So here's the beauty of inspired action. Every step you take, no matter how small or how big, builds belief and reinforces your manifestation. It's the cycle. Action fuels belief, and belief fuels the action. So let's take, let's make, let's not take, let's make a promise right now. Every day, commit to one action that aligns with your goal. It doesn't need to be perfect. You don't have to be perfect at every single thing. It just have to be intentional that you want to go to this particular place, and you are doing it for that. Because here's the truth, the universe is ready to meet you halfway. The question is, are you ready to take the first step? If you think you are, let's move forward to the next step. We have come a long way to this journey together. You have learned how to define your desires, building beliefs, and taking inspired actions. But there's one final ingredient that you need that brings it all together: gratitude and patience. Manifestation isn't just about achieving your goals, it's about energy that you carry while you are on the journey. And gratitude is one of the most powerful energies you can ever cultivate in your entire life. The role of gratitude: gratitude is a magnet. It shifts your focus from what's missing to what's already present. When you appreciate for what you have, the universe signals that I'm ready for more. So when you're grateful for happiness, it just makes you more happy. When you are just satisfied, when you're not particularly satisfied, but when you're grateful for what have been given to you just get more of it. When you're grateful for the money that has been given to you get more of it. And let me share a secret. Gratitude just does not accelerate manifestation. It transforms how you experience your life. Even before your desires are fully manifested, Gratitude allows you to feel joy, abundance, and feel uh, a level of peace in the present moment. So, what makes this gratitude process so powerful? What makes it so powerful? When you're grateful, your brain basically releases a chemical called dopamine and serotonin. This feels like this is just like feel good neurotransmitter. This creates a positive feedback loop, making you more optimistic, more resilient, and more open to opportunities. Gratitude isn't just a mindset, it's a practice. And in a moment, I'll show you how to make this part of your day, part of your daily life. But as important as gratitude is, so is patience. So let me talk about the art of trusting the universe. Manifestation doesn't always happen in your timeline, and that's okay. Sometimes what you're asking for takes long time to align. Not too long, but it certainly takes time, maybe a year, two, maybe three, maybe some four, five. The universe is working behind the scenes, orchestrating the people, opportunities, and events that will bring your vision to your life. But waiting isn't always easy, isn't it? When the results don't come quickly, doubts resurface. You might still wonder, is it really working, or am I just getting nothing, or am I just working or walking in the dark, just running in the loops? Here's where the patience come in. Patience isn't about the passively waiting, it's about trusting the process while staying aligned with our actions and belief. Remember, setbacks aren't failures, they're lessons. Everything that bad happens in your life is a lesson. It's not something happened just for happening. It have happened for a reason. Every single delay that you had in your life, every obstacle is preparing for what you want to receive, what you have, because you have manifested something really great, and that's not going to be easy. You have to pay the price for that. So every single delay that you have, every single obstacle that you have in your life, every single thing that you go through, no matter bad or good, it is what you're receiving. It is what is preparing you for receiving what you are manifesting. So trust the universe, trust the timing of the universe. And while you're waiting there are some practice that you can use to stay grounded and focused on this particular practice, gratitude and patience. Because the more grateful you are, the easier and the faster the process will be. But it's not like if you are too grateful, then you will get it like the tomorrow. It's not how it works. You have to be patient to it. So, step number one, start gratitude practice. Start each day by writing down at least three things that you're grateful for. They can be as big as or as small as a supportive friend, a sunny morning, or progress towards your goal. That you are grateful that you are making progress towards your goal. You are very grateful for the morning sun, for the maybe sun kiss, slap, whatever that happens to be. Like these Instagram guys always say that. Or you're grateful for a supportive friend who have helped you in the hard times. And here's the magic: the more you focus on what you're grateful for, the more you'll find to be grateful for. So let's say, for example, that I'm grateful for my friend who supported me in the hard times. And I'll just start to find more and more stuff. Like more good things happen to me. He'll be more helping me. Even if I don't be grateful to him, I just felt grateful in my mind or in my journal. Still, I'll find more support from his side. That's just how it goes. And take it a step further by visualizing how gratitude feels. Close your eyes and let that sense of appreciation fill in your heart. Carry that energy with you throughout the day and just feel the difference. Just be grateful for every single thing that is happening in your life and just see the difference that you will have in the world. So, step number two, technique for maintaining patience. So, patience isn't passive, it's an active practice. So, start with these techniques. First, mindful breathing. So, when you feel impatient, frustrated, just pause, take a deep breath, and count for four. Then hold for four counts and exhale for four counts. That's how it works. So, basically, you take a deep breath, like you take a deep breath for 4 seconds, then you hold it for 4 seconds, and you exhale for 4 seconds. I just don't calculate this, I don't set with a timer, but you just can read, think about that in mind that okay, I've taken 4 seconds of deep breath, 4 seconds of hold, and 4 seconds of exhale, and repeat until you feel calm. Do this every single day for 5 to 6 times. Repeat this process of 444. Then the next thing is reframe the setbacks. Instead of seeing the delays as obstacles, view them as opportunity for growth. Let's say, for example, you had this particular delay, so you have to understand that what can I learn from this? Maybe for my example, I wanted to go to Canada. I wanted to migrate to Canada for my further studies after my 12th. I wanted to pursue bachelor's up there, but I was rejected multiple times for a student visa. But right now I'm here. I've read a bunch of books. I have gone through a lot of different things, and I've learned a bunch of different skills like coding, programming. I have done a lot of different works. I've worked with clients and all of that stuff. And I genuinely can believe, and I can say that with conviction, that if I had migrated to Canada, I wouldn't be a fraction of what I am right now, the fraction of capabilities that I hold right now, in terms of knowledge, in terms of the things that I can do right now, in terms of skill, whatever you say, all of it. So just be, just look at them as opportunities. All of the delays are opportunities. You have to just sit there and analyze, what can I learn from this? And then affirmations for trust. Repeat these affirmations. Everything is upholding perfectly at the right time. I trust the process and I know that my desires are on their way. You have to understand that gratitude and patience are twin pillars for manifestation. Gratitude opens the door for abundance, and patience keeps you steady while the universe opens the door and works on its magic. So today, I'll invite you to embrace the moment right here, right now. Look around at everything that you already have and feel grateful for everything. Feel grateful for the journey. Feel grateful for this video if you want to. Feel grateful for your mobile phone. Feel grateful for your parents. Feel grateful for your siblings. Feel grateful for your laptop, your pen, paper, all of it. Even it's not complete yet. Feel grateful for your journey. Feel grateful for your dream. And trust that what you're manifesting is already making its way to you. It's just coming. It's on the way. And because here's the truth, when you live in gratitude and trust, you're not just waiting for your dream life, you're already living it. You just don't realize you are in the middle of what you are manifesting. And this is the most interesting part. So let's move forward together. So, well, congratulations, you have made it to the end of this journey, at least at the end of this chapter. So, what we have explored together, it's more than just a guide. It's a blueprint for transforming your life. One thought, one action, one time, one belief at a time. So, let's take a moment and recap every single thing that we have covered and highlighted tools at our fingertips. So, the chapter number 1, we had talked about the foundation of manifestation. The lessons were your thoughts and feelings shape your reality. So, actionable steps were daily affirmations and clear goal visualization. In chapter 2, we have studied identifying what you truly want. The lesson was clarity and alignment are key to manifesting your true desires. And the actionable steps were pretty simple: journaling on desires and creating a vision board. Lesson number 3, we had talked about belief and confidence. The lessons were pretty simple: overcoming doubts and build self-worth and unlock your potential. The actionable steps were affirmations for confidence and meditations for limiting beliefs. The fourth one was taking inspired actions. So the lesson was manifestation requires both visualization and proactive efforts towards it. Then the actionable steps were set daily goals and break large ambitious goals into smaller manageable chunks. The fifth chapter was all about gratitude and patience. Gratitude accelerates your patience, and patience ensures you trust the process. And actionable steps was practice gratitude and mindfulness techniques to maintain the patience. So you have to understand that these steps aren't just ideas, they're tools. But like any tools, their power lies in how you use them. The consistency is the key. Manifestation isn't something you do once and forget about. It's a lifestyle, a mindset, a daily practice. You have to keep going. Every single day, you have to sit down and to actually visualize the future and work towards it. This is how you manifest things into reality. Constant repetitions builds conviction. As I always say, all of the time, every single time I say this, that constant repetition builds conviction. So now, Here's the most important thing I want you to remember: manifestation is about progress, not perfection. It's okay to stumble. It's okay to feel doubt sometimes. You will feel doubt, definitely, 100% you'll feel doubt sometimes. What matters is that you keep moving forward one step at a time. Every thought, every belief, every action is building momentum. Just trust the process. Believe in your ability to create a life you desire. Because the truth is, you are capable of so much more than you can possibly ever imagine. So now it's your turn. You have to understand that what's one thing that you are committing to manifest starting today. What step from this guide resonated you with the most? So I'd love to hear all of these things from you. So share your thoughts in the comments because your story might inspire someone else. And if this guide helped you, consider sharing it with someone who needs it. And if you want to go deeper into it, then make sure to subscribe it. I'm also planning to create some sort of like more detailed stuff, like actual science behind manifestation and every single thing, purely step by step process of manifestation. I'm going into the deep rabbit hole of researching the lives of people who have actually manifested every single thing in their life, like Conor McGregor, John Jones, and all of these athletes, and also rich people like Andrew Tate. He also says a lot of things about manifestation and everything. So I'm going down on the rabbit hole to just understand all of these stiff stuff. And what I came through all by now is manifestation isn't a magic. It's a partnership between you and the universe. And that partnership begins with the moment you decide to show up for yourself. So, what are you waiting for? Start now, start today, and remember the life you're dreaming is already on its way to you. All you have to do is believe, act, and receive. So, see you in maybe the next weekly guide. Until then, keep manifesting greatness.